Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I have an expert in finance here, and we are going to talk about three top investment opportunities in Germany. And so I'll just give the floor to Mr. Romaric, who is going to tell us a bit about some opportunities if you want to invest, and maybe for your future, for any other things. Maybe he will share with us some experiences or the benefits, the in and outs about these investments. And so I'll just briefly ask Mr. Nyabo or Romaric to share or tell us his name and what he always do.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Adade. My name is Romaric Ntomen Nyabo. I'm a Cameroonian. I have a bachelor in accounting, and after my bachelor, I decided to jump into the entrepreneurial world back in my country, and I was an independent consultant. Actually, in a nutshell, I was a middleman. I matched those who had the ideas and didn't have the finances, and those who had these finances to engage these ideas. So, promoting the community building. So, then I actually, in the long run, my job became monotonous, and so I needed to seek another challenge. When I say monotonous, in the sense that I could delegate my activities to my employees without my presence, so it could flow without me actually being there. So my next challenge was to move to Germany. I came to Germany to study international economics and management, and after my studies, I still find it very interesting in my part to still continue that line of work. Okay, that is what pushed me to make strategic partnership with banks, insurance companies, and other financial institutions to help the African community living in Germany.
So if somebody is to ask you, what would be your first recommended investment opportunities in Germany?
Yeah, actually, there is no, you cannot actually give a categorical answer to that question because every profile is different. But there are five key areas which I will first like to evaluate about the person involved to consider this investment opportunity as the best investment opportunity for this particular profile. So the first thing to consider is the risk tolerance of this person. Okay, because every investment has risks, no matter the type of investment, but the level of the risk differentiates. So secondly, we have the tax benefit involved. If you want to engage yourself into an investment opportunity that comes with tax benefits attached to your investment, then there is another road to take. If accessibility to your finance is a very important factor for the short term, then there is another road to take. If flexibility, what I mean by flexibility means that your investment is not just focused on the immediate growth, but you can use your investment for other opportunities, like your investment serving you as a collateral for other long-term goals. There is a different road to take. And the last one, which is the long-term objective of that particular person. So everything matters. It depends on the profile.
Maybe dive in some examples of investments, and maybe we can also talk about the risks involved in each
Yeah,
of
yeah,
these
yeah.
investments. So maybe you could share with us some, if somebody has some money, whether huge or small, and they want to invest in something, and they come to you, what will be after assessing the risks involved and everything. But just give us some examples, maybe, and then we can
Okay.
go each.
I will approach it from because when we talk about investment, there are so many. It's a whole vast. Okay, I'll
Uh-huh.
just maybe talk at the three most popular, okay, investment strategies that maybe can Africans can relate also to them. The first area, because we need to also consider that we live, Germany is part of the Western world, which has a vast pool of opportunities. And so we shouldn't limit even the list that I'm going to share. It is not a limiting factor. Okay, I'm just touching the popular categories of investment that exist. So,
Okay.
firstly, we have, let's say, you want to invest in stocks, you want to invest in ETFs. Okay. Stocks is like you have, for example, let's say Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be a part owner of Amazon. You want to benefit from the growth and share the dividends of the fruits of the company itself. Then definitely there is the risks involved, in the sense that if Amazon crumbles today, it crumbles with everything that you have invested. Then the second area, which you see, which is very popular, people are talking about today, is ETFs. Okay, the
Mm-hmm.
exchange traded funds. ETFs has diversification involved in it, because let's say you want to invest in technology. You won't just invest in Facebook. You have the opportunity not to invest just in Facebook, but you can invest in Facebook, Microsoft, Twitter, all of these combined in one pool of
Yeah.
investment. Okay.
Okay.
So, but then you must be ready to know the exact ETFs that are suitable for you. And even in terms of investment, because most some people use broker accounts. Okay, I won't name those that exist, but there is the risks involved, in the sense that if you don't have the product knowledge, you can lose everything, no matter the fact that it is a diversified investment. But there's a lot of knowledge that you need to get. And in terms of taxes or tax benefits, you don't get anything compared to the other types of investment. That is the first category of investment. And if you have any question regarding to that first category, maybe I can share more light on it.
So if I will understand, to put it in a very simple context, you are saying that if you invest in stocks, you are being, for example, Amazon, you cited Amazon. That means when Amazon makes money, profits, they share this profit with you. But investing in just one stock or one company is risky, but the ETFs is also kind of multiple companies coming together, and you're investing in those. So even if one of them goes down, you still wouldn't lose much of your money, if I understand it that way.
Yes, ETF. There are some ETFs that follow indices in the market. For example, you have the DAX market, or let's say the S&P 500. But the risk involved
Mhm.
is that it's not just there are thousands of ETFs that exist in the market. Okay, and you, without a product knowledge, without extensive knowledge, you wouldn't be able to identify which ETFs will be best for you. And especially if you are someone who is conservative in terms of taking risks, it won't be advisable for you, because I'm taking on the context of Germany.
Mhm.
Most of the people living here, Africans living here, are workers. They go to their 9 to 5 jobs, and they don't have the time involved to do proper research on what they are investing in. And it is something that can be advantageous in the long run, but also a very risky aspect to invest in something that you don't have the product knowledge and you don't have someone like an expert to guide you on it.
Okay. 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 Then let's maybe go to a second option, another type of investment apart from
Okay.
stocks and ETFs. Yeah.
Yeah, the second type of investment still has to do with ETFs and mutual funds, but it touches the pension system in Germany. You know, the
Okay.
whole the way the German pension operates is that the pension you contribute today, the gesetzliche Rente, okay, which you contribute part and your company contributes part for you,
Yeah.
it's not that you are saving the money. The money is being used to pay directly those who are on retirement presently. And
Mm-hmm.
the issue about it is the what you pay those working in the workforce of Germany is smaller compared to those who are in on retirement. Okay, which makes it a risky factor because the German spends a lot of money in this area to compensate what the workers contribute. And we know the baby boomer generation, okay, they are all going into retirement. And the way the German system operates is in such a way that it even encourages people not to work. Meaning that if you work or you don't work, the Germans themselves, you will earn, they will pay you, they will take care of your housing problems, they will even give you some change to hold. Meaning that there are a lot of people who don't want to work, who don't want to contribute in these statutory pension plans, okay, which stresses put the government under a lot of pressure, which as a result, what you receive as the statutory pension on your retirement is small compared to what you are earning today, which makes the Germans themselves seek for other financial opportunities to secure their future. Okay, so the pension level in Germany is divided into three levels. You have the pension level one, which is somehow
Mm-hmm.
like the private pension, okay, that you contribute regularly based on your the plan that you choose, okay, with a private
Mm-hmm.
with an insurance company, for example. Then this money is being used, okay, it's being invested in ETFs, mutual funds, but now that's why it comes when I mention it depends on some certain factors. For example, the pension level one don't have accessibility, meaning that you can only benefit from your investment after your retirement. Okay, it will be an add-on to what you receive in your statutory from your statutory pension. Okay, then, but
Mm-hmm.
there is the advantage of taxes, meaning that you can have some tax deductibles based on the income tax class which you find yourself. So then there is the pension level two. The pension level two, okay, you have is divided into two. You have the company pension and you have the Rista pension. The company pension is like to you contributing for your pension, okay, for your retirement, but definitely you can have your employer, okay, is by right. Your employer can match at least 15% of your contribution in this plan. Then you have the Rista, okay, which has a bit of flexibility. It's a pension plan, but it has the tax benefits that involve in it is that you receive subsidies from the government. Especially, let's take an example of Africans that give birth to many children in Germany, for example. One child is eligible, so far as that child is born after 2008, the child is eligible for 200 euros per year. Okay, so we are talking in a case family with three children, that is already 900 euros from the government. Then we have yourself included, you receive 175 euros, and also some tax benefit based on your income class. Then it is flexible in the sense that you can actually channel this money to assist you for real estate purposes. Okay, which if people want to know more about it, of course, they can reach me through you. Then we have the last pension plan, which is the level three. It has the flexibility involved in it. Okay, it is a long term pension. It's a long term investment, which also provides opportunity to invest indirectly into ETFs, mutual funds. Okay, with a high potential of growth. And these areas you can do it for yourself and also do it for your children to secure their future, and it has a flexibility in the sense that you can remove it at any point in time. For example, if after 10 years or 15 years that you decide that you have a project back in Africa, you can remove this money and invest it in Africa, for example. Then it also has the flexibility to choose if you want to use it as a pension to be paid till you die, or you use it or you get it as a lump sum, okay, after your retirement. You leaving it after your retirement, it has some tax advantage because you pay just half of what you are supposed to pay as capital gain tax. Okay, there are some advantages that you will find in these pension plans. Then also, which is very important, the pension level three, okay, area helps you build collateral. Okay, you can use it as a collateral to acquire even private loans, to acquire real estate loans, which can be an advantage for you and which can play a role in your interest, your more interest rate that you receive for the either the private loan or the mortgage loan and the
Okay,
pension level.
okay. Yeah, I think that is very good because I did a video on my channel where I talk about pension system in Germany, and Germany actually ranks very low when you talk about pension. And there was a study that was conducted, and Germany was even the 25th position when you talk about the global pension index, right? And so
Yeah.
anybody who lives in Germany and they want to retire here is actually important to take another investment in the way of pension because like we are all seeing in Germany, most of the elderly people don't have enough to even afford their rent and other things. So I think that's a good point and very good investment opportunity out there. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly.
Um,
Yeah, I will stress on the fact on one point, okay. The pension, there is a bit of controversial point of view regarding the pension plans, okay. Pension does not really, especially, for example, the pension level three, it has a flexibility that it is a pension, okay, plan, but you can have access to your money before your retirement. There is no time barrier to it. So meaning that you can decide to take your pension, your retirement. People from African perspective, we decide that we will work maybe 20 years here and move on to Africa. Okay. But then we cannot depend just on our savings. Okay. Our savings cannot be enough. So doing strategic investments, for example, making maximum use of the pension plans that are available in Germany, you can benefit a lot and it serves as an add-on to your capital for future plans in Africa.
yeah, okay. If I understand you, then it means that you also, yeah, you pay the regular pension where we deduct money from your salary, right? That one you have to pay it, and then this one you are talking about, like the level three. you have to contribute it from your own salary. Is that the
Yeah,
case?
all of them, all
Mm-hmm.
of these three levels. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
for example, even the level one is part of the level one, which I mentioned about the private. Level one is has the private and the government. The government is the one which they deduct from your salary. The
Yep.
private is the one which you contribute yourself, which it has some tax advantages attached on it. But the setback or the downside is that you have access to this money in bits, okay, only after your retirement, and of course more than what you have invested, because you have it's an investment which your capital will definitely grow. But the level three, it relates more with Africans because Africans like flexibility. Africans like an investment where they can use it themselves as collateral and they can have access to it in the long run. And probably they have that choice to use it as a pension or to take the lump sum amount.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, then I think we can maybe talk about one more investment opportunity, and if you have something in mind, another opportunity,
Yeah.
and then we can conclude.
Okay, the last one, which is very obvious, is the real
Mhm.
estate part of it. Okay, I wouldn't talk much about it, but the real estate, there is a total. I think I've experienced a lot of wrong moves by Africans in my professional life, where people you decide to save your money, and when you feel like, oh, I need to own a house of myself, or I need to buy a rented property, I need to buy a property to rent, you just step into the bank and request a mortgage loan from the bank. Okay, for you to invest in a real estate, there are some baby steps. Okay, there are some baby steps that you need to take to prepare yourself financially. The real estate is an area which demands a lot of capital involved, and is something that
Yeah.
can take you from something to nothing, and also from nothing to something. Okay, so you
Yeah.
have to get into it strategically and seek the help of experts, because there is the total idea. Okay, as Africans, people always need people. Okay, you cannot, okay, survive without the assistance. There is always someone who knows better than you, who can advise you better than what you know. So investing in real estate, for example, you need to build a good shufa score. For example, you need to consider your residential status. You need to consider your if you have a permanent source of income, because those are some few things. And also, if you have a collateral in Germany, collateral, I'm not talking about property, but also tangible investments that the banks consider as collateral. These things um, affect even the interest rate, okay, that the bank will offer you, and
Mm.
also the level of risks you pose to the bank, because the bank always categorize people as high risk, low risk, medium risk, and all this affects even the interest rate that they provide to you. And also you need to make benefit of the whole German, because the whole German system encourages the government encourages people to invest in the real estate. Okay, so you need to benefit, you need to make maximum use of the tax benefit attached. And if you don't seek the help of experts, for example like myself included, you risk doing making bad moves.
So let's say you mentioned some benefits. Maybe if you could just mention one or two benefits. Is this something, because I heard that the government could support you with certain amount for the deposit. I'm not sure how truth is it. Maybe you could say it, and maybe you tell us what if you talk about real estate, is it apartment, right? Because here in Germany, I know, or it could be a house, but a house, maybe a smaller one at the outskirts, not in the city, because that would be very, very expensive. So if you can just answer these two.
No, real estate, to be honest, is a very broad topic which
Mm.
we don't really have the time to dive
Yeah.
deep into it. For example, I mentioned about one of the level two pension plans, which the
Mhm.
government gives subsidies for children if you have children and for yourself and other tax benefit. This pension plan, you can actually remove the money to finance your a residential property, for example, with certain conditions which are not difficult to meet, which I guide my clients every day on it, on how to achieve them. And also, there are some, for example, depreciation expenses that you can actually benefit from it from tax perspective. Use it as deductions every year, and they exist numerous strategies which I guide my clients every day to benefit from this. Okay, so in terms of investing in real estate, there is let's say it would depend. Let's take it from the perspective of someone who wants to buy a property for to gain rental income. Okay, all these things depend on where the property is. Okay, so there is not just the notion that you can only focus on the big cities, okay, to get a good, reasonable rental income from it, but you can look at potential, okay, a potential growth. What is moving on in those areas? What are the potentials of those areas? Okay, the plan of probably the community, the future plan of the community in that area, so you can guide they take a deep dive, or if you don't have the expertise to do that, seek the advice of experts like myself to identify strategic areas which you can invest in real estate, because it's not just about buying property from anywhere, but also the right areas, okay, and also getting a low strategies on getting a low interest rate for it to be affordable for you. So it's not just about the taxes; it also involve getting a low interest rate and also the position of your property. All these things matters to make a good investment in real estate. But also, every investment is a risk. Okay. For example, the real estate is also the area which crashed the 2008 financial system of the world. Okay. So every investment is a risk. So now it depends on strategies, objective, the risk tolerance of the person involved.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I think we've had a lot. Maybe the video will be long, too long if we want to stress. But since you have so much experience, I will get your contacts and I'll put them in the video description box. If anybody wants to learn more, they can contact you in that regard. But if you can just also share with us your details, where people can also find you or seek maybe more details and education about these things. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm available on social media platforms like Facebook, All Finance Germany. People can link with me through my LinkedIn profile, which has my
Mhm.
name on it. You can send me a private message, Romaric Ntomen Nyabo. Okay, and from there you can actually have my credentials. Okay, I belong to the German Association of Financial Advisors. Okay, I belong to I work directly with financial institutions and even banks, insurance companies, and I have proofs of that. If anyone wants to reach me and the person feels uncomfortable not knowing my credentials, I always feel free showing them proofs for that because I trust the work I do. Okay, the main idea is to educate our brothers and sisters to the various opportunities that exist in Germany and also to better their life, their financial life. Okay, so that is the whole idea.
Okay, okay. So, personally, I want to thank you for having the time and sharing your knowledge with us, helping your brothers and sisters. And we've learned a lot. Myself, I've learned a lot, and I want to thank you. And in the future, maybe I'll ask you again, and then we can do more. And for you guys watching, if you have any comments, anything, just put them in the comment section. And maybe, I don't know if Mr. Nyabo will come on and answer them, but I'll also try to answer some of these questions. And yeah, and thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in another video. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.